We must stop the terror. Now watch this drive.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Well, welcome to another episode of the Uncle Hack podcast with me here today, Jason Rouse, reoccurring guest on the show. How are we feeling today? Huh?
I'm good. Is this my second appearance?
Third
Appearance.
Yeah, Janine Rouse.
I think it's once a year now. Is that a kind of...
Last one we were in Austin. I missed you last time. I think you were down, where were you? Europe?
I was in Europe. Were you guys there in the summer?
Yes.
Fuck. What month?
We were there. July, yeah.
What'd you do for Canada Day?
I was flying back from Austin to here, so I missed all the celebrations and all of that. Didn't even participate in any 4th of July.
Taken the initiative to do a Canada Day show in Austin.
Or no, we weren't in Austin. We were in Minneapolis.
Okay, I remember you guys had a bunch of mall gigs. Fucking, what is that, Mall of America?
Yeah.
Casinos, malls.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much miscellaneous foot traffic that you run into what we had in Surrey.
Yeah.
Where that casino has a foot traffic that comes through. You know, out of 1,000 people, 2 or 3 of them make it into a comedy club. But they've usually been roped into a 2-for-1 or a giveaway situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now they're thinking they're going to see something that they'd seen on television 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's their anniversary. And they've lost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a tough go in those
casinos. And
casinos.
the anniversary, it's just habit. He can't even look at her anymore.
No. A lot of dead souls.
So when I'm out there lighting up those hog asses and the husband looks at me and smirks and blinks, I know that's a standing ovation for that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, give it to her.
Yes. Yeah, you fat white women really seem to be a target of yours.
No, they drew first blood. Like I told you earlier, they've been running amok.
They have been running amok for a minute now.
The first thing I do is if I'm entertaining the idea of, because sometimes people are foolish enough to leave first and last name, and with a simple cut and paste in a Google, you can kind of get a good sense of generally what people's lives are like on the internet.
Yeah.
And time again, it's some fat, white slob.
Yeah.
Okay?
Look at our comment
And
sections.
it more sways into the female end of things.
And you know what sucks is it's not even like the fun fat ones. Like, you remember there was
I'm only talking about North American girls.
Yeah.
With all due respect, ladies, in Europe, I bow to you. You are, I've never seen, like, you know, first of all, families come to my show. I know it's hard to believe.
in Europe.
In Denmark, Sweden, Norway, I'll have repeat families. I've watched kids grow up over the last 10 years. It's insane. Anyway, yeah, it's been a real slob fest out there.
Yeah, it's, you know what? Fat white ladies used to be fun.
Yeah.
They used to be fun. And now they've gotten a bad rap because I think that the ones
so much hot pussy being slung on the internet, they're being repressed by a tsunami of who's selling, who's buying.
Yeah.
And there's the last thing you want to dump in is a chick that's 380, 36 ankle,
52 waist,
and a 36 neck.
Slob.
No, it's pretty much been a running gag. Is the vicious ways that I've been seal clubbing these annoying cunts, but it's not their fault either. Like I said, anybody who's And the numbers are so lopsided because there will be a small group of Jason Rouse fans.
Yeah.
And when I acknowledge that I know that they're there and that the majority is a thumbs down crowd, they relish in that.
Mm-hmm.
These are the third time seeing me people. First time you see me, you're, what is it, shock and awe of what you've heard.
Yeah.
And just once I'd love to have a car conversation of people in heated arguments trying to find points of view and perspective on what they just seen. Not to mention the amount of marriages I've single-handedly guillotined.
Man,
Yeah.
For me now, it's come to a point where I'm scanning. I'm not listening to your material. I know that there is a time because, like, well,
you're in the third act.
before we get into that, let's give them some context so that they know what we're talking about. Is I've been on now the road with you for 2 weeks. I opened for you in Surrey at Yuck Yucks, and then Calgary Yuck Yucks, and we had a couple odd shows in the mix as well. And now,
Hey, Red Deer.
Red Deer was great.
I'd say top 3.
Yeah.
In fact, I would go out of my way to go back to Red Deer just on the hospitality and the staff, the venue. At a glance, not the most ideal way to do a show next to the restrooms and the jukebox.
Yeah.
But they clearly, their town sucks so bad that they know occasionally somebody's foolish enough, like myself, with an extensive resume and experience, that will go to Red Deer. The secondary cities, to an hour, take the capital, you draw out an hour of driving time, right?
Yeah.
Those are the real people.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the real people. Even if the shows don't go that well, city people, it's a different animal. But if you can get the in between the farmer and the garbage man,
Yeah.
that's the sweet spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's, I find when you go to these areas, they appreciate that you're there because nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Now they have something to talk about for the next 6 months,
And that's where Hamilton is different, because if somebody tries to bring something, they stomp it out like a garbage fire.
Oh, you don't say. Figure that out in a
I know
hurry.
you've been. It was weird. I always tell people, like, you're going to have a moment in my hometown where you're going to look around and go, I get him.
Mm-hmm.
I understand him now.
Yeah.
The city is my mouth.
Well,
Vicious.
it has a element of that, but you would think with the amount of violence in the city that 3 fucking banjo players coming into town, they wouldn't be that concerned. Especially
Because the Underground Railroad of idiots are very, like I said, they're sitting on their asses and they're massaging each other's egos via posts, internet, agreements, thumbs up mentality. And there's no heavy lifting in that. But there is power in the numbers of it.
Yeah.
So they can sway. I had to smoke like 6 joints to calm down
for
life.
because of
Just generally,
well, let's get into it. Air it out.
No, we got plenty of time. Let's get through some fun stuff first.
Okay.
Don't let me. I will drown this thing, and no one will want to watch it.
They don't want to at all.
No, they won't.
There's a couple diehards that stick around. Most of them want political commentary
It's
about
just an arm hanging out of a car wreck.
Yeah,
Don't touch it.
exactly. But most of them come for the political commentary, and the past couple episodes I've been doing more so. Well, the last one we
I've
had,
been desperately trying to get you out of Canadian politics, but you won't let go.
because I find it interesting because it's so. On the grand scale of things, we mean nothing when it comes to actual moving and shaking, but we're kind of grounds of a lot of nefarious things that are taking place when it comes to money laundering, hiding money, trafficking of drugs and people. Like we are that nation because it's so big and vast, and the population is only
Let's just say somebody that moves world economics. I don't know what banner you would hang that under.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, Rothschilds.
Yeah,
Would that be
yeah.
right? Is that still part of the pyramid?
Yes.
So them listening to you talking about nefarious is the word, suspicious behavior.
Yeah.
To them look at like because someone's got to come in with a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, and plenty of people are.
Of pure death.
Mm-hmm.
They go, look, I wonder what kind of language they use so that they don't hurt the person's feelings that is exterminating large populations through directly firepower, poison, food dye, fluoride.
Fast food, sugar. Sugar is like the number one probably killer of humans.
They got it all. They got it. There's a guy that just puts his foot up on the table, kicks his shoes off, and a naked prostitute hands him an apple, and he eats the apple while they tell them what countries and leaders and economics that are going to be pulled in different direction, and she pisses in a champagne glass right to the top. It's bubbling like the real stuff. And she hands it over to him, and he drinks it, puts it down, and then whips the apple across the room and hits a kid in the head with a wheelchair right in the temple, and he just slumps over, and they all applaud, and he leaves.
Bit of a performance artist.
Well, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep it fun.
Yeah.
When you're crushing people in global, just smothering straight up. When you put a cup over a fly or a spider like that. But think of that jar is actually someone's farting into it through a McDonald's straw into the glass while you're. That's it. And there's no need for that.
Right.
You don't have to fart in the jar. Just paint it brown. Tell them it's shit.
Yeah, but that's I guess my interest in it is just like how it moves.
No,
and,
I'm teasing. I'm like,
it's fun. It's fun.
Look, someone's got to do it.
Yeah, and look at like the emotions that it causes. Like this week, everybody's up in arms about Jimmy Kimmel. Did you take a moment of silence because Jimmy got fired?
I don't know. I've gone to the show. He was kind enough to put me on the guest list.
Yeah.
An open bar.
Yeah.
I was on a date. The date went so bad, I kicked her out. And she had to go live at the airport for like 4 days, and her flight got canceled.
No.
It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
What was the grounds of kicking her out?
I hate drunks.
Yeah.
You know what? I grew up around it. It was more stylish in Europe, which I'd found out coming up on 10 years sober.
Yeah.
Of booze.
Yeah.
Hardly a struggle. You know what I mean? When you can kind of I think part of it is having a good friend going, maybe you're right, and passing saying, now's the time to stop.
Yeah.
And somebody looking at you going, yes, stupid, you're clearly not going to work this out and get a handle on it.
Yeah.
You're from that. But I didn't see you at any meetings because I wasn't in any meetings either.
No, I just I'm too stubborn, I guess.
Yeah. It's embarrassing. It's like
I don't want to sit in
third world problem or whatever.
I don't want to wallow in this.
I got too much vodka in my fridge. Throw out your fridge, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not interested in doing any of that,
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, no, that's the thing about you.
Kudos to those that need it. If you need it to get through it, fine. Do what you need to do to pass it.
Let me ask you this.
What?
Now that I've, I'm looking at the poster here. It's got to. Do you think?
Oh God.
No.
I don't like
no,
this.
This is the
no.
How many beers collectively your 3-piece ensemble that will go nameless have a year? How many beers do you think the Danger Cats drink a year
Together as
yeah.
Oh man.
Say 30?
Lately, yeah.
that's a yeah. Sam doesn't have more than 7 beers a year.
I'll go and get twisted up when I go back home and hang out with my friends. Like that's my sanctuary is back home in Tabor. I'm with my friends. That's where I like to, tip them back a little bit.
Sobriety in the group is,
It's too hard. Like first off, the travel would be a nightmare.
Oh.
We're pretty militant on times. And then when you're waking up in that fog and hungover and it's like you got to get moving.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Do you know how
know.
many times I've dragged my fucking corpse to the airport?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I hate that. I can't stand that feeling.
That's why I become more recluse. I had too much of myself out there. Look where that got you.
Yeah.
Running a road. I was built for it, but I was foolish enough to put myself through it and realized, and this is what I've seen at home, a lot of tough kids that I grew up with have taken a burden on their life that they weren't necessarily, but they were the only one that could hold it up.
Yeah.
And they suffered for it.
Yeah.
They've been taken advantage of because of their strengths.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they confide in me aside from me doing my shows going, fuck, man. Oh, I wish I did that. There was a time in my life where I was thinking about pursuing something.
And abandon it.
Yeah.
Was it the drugs and alcohol that kind of gripped it, or?
And Hamilton, 99% of the time, for sure. There were some guys who just got caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys that took more of a traditional route because their families were so fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they went the other way.
Yeah. I have some friends that have really, I knew them as kids.
Yeah.
I've been to their homes. I knew their families. To see how they landed on their feet, even after COVID, is I tipped a hat off of a high school friend of mine who I'm still really close with. Indirectly, how I've, been an outside influence to the Danger Cats to a certain degree. This gentleman who will go nameless because the stories that I would tell about our 4 years in high school together was, well, they bulldozed the school.
He did. Like, what do you say?
The year after we left.
Oh, they
go, no more Freddy Krueger shit.
Time to erase this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
I got
a
you.
mental hospital.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
In fact, people in the school, in the city, I had to explain to them that my school was next to a major high school that they had walked past numerous times, but it was just a dead zone in Hamilton near the CFL Tim Hortons Stadium.
Gotcha.
Saw Billy Talent there, did a great Chris Cornell tribute shortly after his death. Good guys. Billy Talent.
Yeah, it's crazy how some dudes go the other way after being in that chaos for so long. It's almost you want to find some solitude and peace away from it and get away. And I don't want my kids to feel that pain and hurt. So I get where people come from with that. But when people run into the fire, that is when some serious chaos starts happening. When they
need to be restrained. Mm-hmm. I have no idea. I have no problem with people being tied down to a bed and whipped.
Yeah,
for their own good.
Yeah. No kidding. How you feeling? This tour's been going these past couple weeks. No, be honest.
No, look, it's business as usual for me. You know what I mean? I can't, I put myself in various states in this business, and from opening for Slipknot in Europe to standing in front of a casino machine in Red Deer. I do enjoy that, but there's one thing I can't stand is like people who are late or unprofessional or don't use lube. Yeah, I know it's been cool. Look, I'll say, especially specifically on this one, this is the least amount of people I've seen because I usually come out in the fall.
Yeah.
And I think people are more prone. We had beautiful weather in Vancouver. I'm not even angry at them.
No.
I've taken the SkyTrain into downtown, and it was just fucking. It's so expansive now that you're literally cutting through the trees 3 stories through Vancouver. Beautiful city. Fuck. I want to hate it because I have a certain early 90s, late 90s frame of it and a certain amount of friends and how the landscape looked. And when I go to some of these areas, and it's just been, you used to be able to see the mountains through downtown. Mm-hmm. I think that's a real shame that they've fucked up the skyline like that with these, and again, you come back from any major cities and these European companies, like Belgium, for example, there's fucking, like, you're in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, why is this our best architecture?
No, it's not.
Is this the best expression of our?
No, it's not. It's designed that way.
It's gross.
It's designed that way to not inspire any form of creativity.
Communist countries have better landscapes.
Yes, and it's like that for a reason, to make you, lower the vibe.
North Korea on New Year's for their big blowout.
Yeah. I get what you're saying about Vancouver, but watching what it is, in the 90s, it was kind of a staple when it came to art. Yeah. And now I think it's like degraded. And now you have this free society living, well, in their minds, it's a free society, but on top of it, you have now allowed the insane asylum to run the streets.
Let's pull something like fentanyl out of this equation.
I think you still have that issue.
For sure. I just don't think it's that dramatic. There's less broken families, less people on the street.
If opioids in general have destroyed that city.
This country.
That
country, and that country.
Yes.
And that country.
Being a port city like that too, it's just coming in droves.
Well, that's the thing.
The government's not doing anything to help it either. They're actually assisting it. A lot of these pharmacies
we would be on our knees weeping if we saw the storage containers full of pure synthetic heroin.
Oh, yeah. There's many stories of even video evidence of like people...
Forklifts.
Like hearing women screaming from these C-can containers.
Jesus.
It's bad out there, dude. But it's become a haven for that type of behavior, and the government almost rewards it by allowing criminals to do whatever they please and be released pretty much that same day. There's been on record like guys that have committed crimes, been released, commit another crime, and go back to jail and released all in fucking 24 hours. Three times. They should be in prison for life for some of the things that they're doing to people, but they're released on bail within a day and back doing it again.
See, I can't get emotionally involved anymore because it bothers me so much.
It is.
And even more so, I'll be sitting in a restaurant watching a life unfold in front of me, and I can really see the disposition of a lot of the people in this country seem beaten down and broken.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of people have lost faith, hope. So you're now being pushed to the outer edges, I think, of the political spectrum because you're seeking something. And I don't blame these people because they've lost all faith in your governing bodies. So I don't blame them, It
anyway, I don't want to use that analogy, but yeah, it's not cool. In fact, it's so bad. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but the exchange rate to US dollars, this will probably be my last Canadian trip.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is I'll continue to perform in Hamilton once a year as long as my mother's alive.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll always make a trip to Vancouver because I have a soft spot for that city because of the people I come up with and the friends I've made there. But I can't see, I'll probably be in Halifax before I'm in Calgary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It's not worth it.
Well, it's gotten, well, we felt it these past couple of weekends. You go down and Canadian show business compared to American show business, obviously you're dealing with two different
show
beasts.
business. It's just be professional. Like I don't understand. I go to so many different markets, so I'm not in the wrong when I feel that somebody's not lifting that end of the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to get this out the door. It's all about the show.
Mm-hmm.
How can we have the best shows? And I just don't think people appreciate a great show. Like I want everybody to be killers. I want everybody on the show to do very well. And you can see with the people I've handpicked to work with, Jared Nathan, the list goes on and on. I don't have to name names, but they're all murderers. That's all I care about. Are you funny? Pregnant.
No, I get it. It is, it can be frustrating though.
Yeah, but again, it's like you can't go to McDonald's Playland and be upset that all the rides suck.
No, I get that.
But you see that there's resources and places that why can't we have cool shit?
Exactly. That's my frustration is that we have talent here. We have plenty of talent.
Well, we're bleeding from the neck for Canadian talent between Europe and I've been living in Austin for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And to see the tide come up and the amount of rocket launching that's happening from that city, it's, kid from Florida, been doing comedy for how many years?
I think he was
He's
doing
now on Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
3, maybe
something
4.
like that.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, that's unheard of. So you are completely off the radar of any successes being in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about success. It's about waiting your turn.
Yeah, and that's the part that frustrates you. It's not even me trying to say
Bob Hope.
What?
I know. I don't know hockey players. I just let people know we're in Edmonton. I could give a fuck about the Oilers. I'll tell you about my little NHL story. So Wayne Gretzky undoes his pants, right? I'm 7 years old. And I'm like, big fan. Blah. Hockey puck off the shoulder. Kid, get out of here. You're too young for that. No, it was a big deal. But Hamilton was supposed to get an NHL team when the Cops Coliseum opened up when I was still in grade school. They were building it. You got to figure a sports arena in Hamilton in the 80s, we thought it was going to change the city. Mm-hmm. But as the completion became, it was realized that Toronto was not having it.
Yeah.
It would have gouged out.
For sure it would have.
Yeah. It's a city of grit. They keep the city toned down with CFL games. That's the pacifier, right?
And it seems to be working. Yeah. It really seems to be calming them down.
Hey, my high school was across the street from that place, and I hadn't seen a football game. It was so bad that we would play t-ball on one side of the court while the Tiger Cats would practice their kicks and throws.
Wow.
All the kids were like bugging out because they were, Hamilton celebrities on the CFL team. But I was like, I don't like black and yellow so much.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan of anything.
No. Why?
It's like I've seen so much stuff. It's like a fan. What? I met everybody. I've seen it all, done it all. What are you gonna do that's gonna interest me enough that I would be like, wow, that's cool.
Fair.
Point to somebody.
Fair.
And I'll point to 5 other guys. Anal Eddie. Lip shit Jerry. Susan Piss Whiskers. No, I love it when shit works. You know, seeing Jared Nathan come out on Madison Square Gardens and I know in his head he was 7 feet tall when he came out on that stage and he talked like it. And to watch that land, that's what it's all about. Take a guy who should be shot out of a cannon in a carnival. You know what I mean? It's like to have those fucking Godzilla moments.
Yeah, yeah.
It still warms my heart. It's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of shit we just can't air because it's nobody's business. But we have one more show.
Yeah.
Until November.
Yeah.
Because Brenda here.
Go on.
Is performing at Creek in the Cave on November 25th.
Yeah.
We've got Yoshi Abayashi and a few other people. It's going to be good. Cut.
What a plug.
Yeah, no,
wow.
I'm horrible. I'm the kind of guy who ends up giving away most of his merchandise because he doesn't want to ask people to pay for it. I stopped taking t-shirts. It's costing me in extra baggage $300, and any money that I get is probably only from like 3 shirts out of 100.
Yeah.
Duffel bagging it around.
You just handing them out?
I just feel bad.
Why?
I don't know.
It's part of your,
Russell told me once, he goes, I think it was on a discussion about me driving a car, and he said, because I don't think I deserve a car. And I started crying. No, I just don't want to drive the car. I want to have a chauffeur, Jared.
You want Jared driving you around?
Actually, Aaron Belial would be he's a good driver.
I believe it.
Yeah, Aaron, a lot of people don't know that. Jared's the one who shouldn't be around anything with a motor in it.
Fisher Price.
That guy is Evil Knievel on a bicycle. No matter what, he's going into the ditch.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa! His feet are completely made out of banana peels. No, it's amazing. I can watch him. I can see I read his mind. In fact, I call him in the night and I go, "What are you doing?" And I go, "You thinking about killing yourself again?" Click.
You're terrorizing the handicap now?
No. I'm a motivational tweaker.
Oh, okay. That's what we're going with? Okay, I understand.
No, we're in Vaughan, but it's spelled not like Vaughan. VAU.
VAWN.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Is that French or something?
Who knows? It's one of these hamlets and I believe
Hamletson?
Yeah, hamlets.
What the hell's a hamlet?
Smaller than a town.
It's a village.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
No, it is a village. It's not a hamlet.
Same shit at this point.
Are you telling me that when you've pulled into one of these low-populated villages, the sign said hamlet?
It can.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen a sign that said hamlet.
It is recognized on Google as a hamlet.
I asked you if you've pulled into these small towns and saw a sign that said hamlet.
Usually it just says welcome to.
It doesn't say hamlet.
These are recognized as hamlets. I'm going to argue against it. You're not convincing me otherwise.
No, but you can't show me a sign that says hamlet in the population.
Sure.
Right?
Is that what you need to win this argument?
No, I just asked. I've never heard of Hamlet before.
Oh, it's just another way to describe like a population of...
You didn't make that up.
No.
Google it.
Yeah. This is a very serious show where we get to the bottom of these types of things, you know?
Yeah.
And this is one of those topics that they're
Hamlet or
very
Village.
interested in hearing about.
I had a lady yell at me at they call it the Underground.
Okay.
In London, the subway.
Yeah.
And
Great pivot, by the way.
I had there was an empty seat on the subway train, usually the closest to the door, handicap.
Okay.
Crowded train, somebody at least old is going to take that, regardless on crutches, wheelchair, etc., right? So I'm kind of hovered over it by the door. I can easily just slide into that, but I know that there's a bunch of fucking old broads out there that they're about to pass out. All they need is a seat. And this lady slides in, pushes her way in, and I'm like, my friend sees my eyes roll back in my head. And he pretty much goes, go. And I go on a long-winded, loud conversation about women over 30.
Okay.
In comparison to a sliced piece of citrus left on a windowsill too long and that dry skin. And sending it, there's this black dude behind me. He's crying, laughing. I'm looking at him. He's like, oh, he can't ignore it because it's at a volume, right? She stands up to her feet, says, I'm glad you're not from my village, and then storms off, and I start laughing. Everyone on the train starts laughing. It was good. It was very blatantly rude and misogynistic, but even people that weren't in the know of how she had rubbed me the wrong way with forcing her way into the handicap seat, it was funny enough to have the train giggling. Even the hard-ass women on there were going, that's really funny. Yeah. No, as you found out, I'm not really good out during the day.
No.
I'm not a day guy.
I've noticed.
I can't. As soon as I start seeing the people, I just get wound up and just start shaking the cage.
Yeah, you've been assaulting what I would call assaulting a lot of clerks when you have a captive audience that can't leave a till.
Yeah. So that guy was he goes, you made my day.
Yeah.
And then I called him fat and we walked away.
Yes.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, look, technically these people, could pursue legal action just if on the repeats. Mm-hmm. What did he say? He said he was going to bang me with dog shit till my eyes turned brown. Right?
Yeah.
That happens.
He said that to you.
And then they're going to say, what? Go on the internet. Oh, my God. And then they're going to check. I have no money. And then they just go, this is a road to nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
They got nothing.
We're going to write a review.
Boom. I'll make it the concept for my upcoming album called Letters to Kaylee.
Exactly.
October 30th on Spotify, iTunes, all those other platforms that rape the artist. I'll be right there with my mouth open, getting pennies on the dollar for my heart and soul on the internet. But I'm hoping to have some, we're in a discussion right now. Maybe Boomer's asshole might be the vinyl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're going to make it to the whole.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. But because the album is dedicated to a woman, we'll call, that was at a show in Hamilton who left a very unpleasant review about me, hurt my feelings. And it in turn propelled me into a certain direction. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It is hilarious that these fucking broads come to a comedy show and think to themselves like, oh, I hope to God that we're going to see that Dalmatian joke, and then they're flabbergasted at some of the stuff that they witness. It blows my mind.
It blows my mind
that you can't take 10 seconds out of your fucking day and Google, who am I going to see?
Even if you bought the ticket on a flip, now you got a chance between now and showtime to maybe cut and paste, or just you can literally talk to your phone and go, what are the comedians like at the show this evening, and so and so and so, and it will probably give you some sort of verbal description of what kind of comedy it would be.
Yeah.
It's the most laziest shit.
I've ever seen. I don't get it.
Don't go out. Go to a bar.
The fucking
Stare at the screen.
How many times? Okay, for both weekends now, there have been Post-its all over the fucking doors.
They do. It's a little excessive.
It's a little excessive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. On top of that. The
And you
club has gone out of the way. Of course. Why wouldn't you cover your ass?
100%.
I'll make clear marked signs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not 2 or 3.
No, Surrey. It was like you might as well. You could have had a Mexican off fucking
that's right.
the strip in Vegas handing out flyers, for fuck's sakes. They were everywhere. You got smacked in the face with it.
No, I've had friends call to try and book shows, and they literally were in argument with the ticket clerk about whether or not it was a good idea for them to come to the show. And they go, "We know the guy."
Yeah, but you don't understand.
Yeah.
Give me the ticket. Explain it. Buy the ticket. So they're forcing people.
Moral gatekeepers. It's just poison. Shut up. Shut up. No one's touching anybody. You're in a bar.
Relax.
If there's booze and a spotlight and a microphone, I don't know. Look, do you really want open arms? Do you really want to be in the band Creed?
No.
Logs wide open. Fucking Boomer shows up in the gym in 2002. I think that's what it was, with 3 CDs. And he pulls the one off the top and he goes, "Check this out." And I go, "That's Creed, man." And he goes, "Yeah, arms wide open." He goes, "You don't like that?" And then started singing it in the gym. But he's 245, so I couldn't say anything. I had to watch. But Henry Rollins came in one time. And then Boomer would throw coins on the floor and walk on all fours and fart through the whole gym. It was crazy. The management would come to us and say, "You guys, what did we do?" He goes, "Look, people are complaining constantly. You keep farting." He would take coins and scour. He goes, "You got any money?" And I pull out and he'd smack my hand and the coins would flow. And then he would crawl on all fours through the gym.
Oh my God.
And fart all the way across the whole length. And
Oh my God.
And he's pretending he's looking for pennies under the machines, farting nonstop.
That's out of control.
It's wild. It's a gift. No, it's his asshole has ruined my life. Anybody who's met me knows it's become a real problem. And you're like, why would you? That's kind of gay and gross. And I'm like, it's just wrong. And if you've ever seen the Gaper, shirt's coming out for Christmas, by the way.
The Gaper is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to have a really cool QR code on the back.
Uh-huh.
So when you photobomb, it blows up with the OG Boomer's asshole picture.
All
on the
right.
phone.
All right.
There you go. How nice is that?
That's very nice of you.
Boomer has 1 of 1. He has the only Golden Gape bridge shirt.
Yeah.
It's a white shirt with gold leaf. Yeah. He has the only one.
Wow.
It was an XL, and it looks like it's spray painted on him. I put it on.
You did that on purpose, didn't
And then
you?
he goes, no, I thought XL would be big enough.
Really?
But he's got so much spread on his back. When he did it in, it looked like a fucking cat suit.
Man, he's as wide as a fucking beer fridge.
Yeah. I've never seen Sam Walker lick his lips like he did when Boomer took off his shirt. That's how Sam feels inside. It's how Boomer looks outside.
Okay.
And vice versa.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Boomer feels he looks like Sam.
Oh, it's just total body dysmorphia going on.
Body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Sam carries himself like he's 300 pounds of brick shit house.
Yeah.
Boomer is brick shit house.
And feels 110.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be around people. he spends his days off on the couch in between workouts and feedings, watching serial killer documentaries.
Wow.
Where I've come into the room, you know when there's something bad that's happened in a room
Yes.
and it has an unpleasant
There's a
feeling about it, a smell or a just an uneasiness, like any horror film you'd seen. And I'm like, how many of these? He goes, I've been watching serial killer documentaries for 2 weeks straight. I go, this room feels murdered. Like he's been downloading. And look, I can't even get into it. You're welcome, society. You're welcome.
wow. Well, we're going to switch over to the Patreon here in about 10 minutes, but
All
let's get into something that I feel like is important for not only myself, but you did something that I have viewed. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about it or whatever, but I think I would like to put it out there. But in the midst of everything that has been going on and what we've went through, and even myself as an individual and us as a trio, even, there has been very few people that have taken a stand against the horse shit that has been thrown our way. And now I'm not saying it's totally the reason, but because of me, there were some problems with the booking in Winnipeg. Yeah. And then you did something yesterday that I found very noble and it was very, it meant a lot, for somebody to finally be like, fuck you, back to it. And I just want to say thank you because Jason here.
Someone taught me how to do that.
Yeah.
And like that, like.
Well, there's just a lot of spineless people
your
out there,
balls in your word, right?
Yeah, yeah. And, you did something that I consider, that shows like a form of loyalty, not to myself, but to the art form. But
you guys already got that beforehand.
Yeah.
That was just as an inevitably coming down the road.
Yeah.
But you're being ostracized and exiled. That's what triggered me enough to completely withdraw from the situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like typically Capricorn that way, as if I don't stay anywhere where I'm not wanted.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
If I'm not feeling wanted, I don't want to be there.
No, I get that.
And I have a militantly the people I run with and work with, they get the same pass that I get on a vouch.
Yeah.
So you can go anywhere that I've been and meet my friends and they will treat you as good as they've ever treated me.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the kind of people I like to be around.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't go unnoticed or not appreciated. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think
what
I mentioned
annoys
it.
me the most about this conversation
What?
is that it is the actual conversation. We got bigger fish to fry.
Totally.
And it's a shame,
Mm-hmm.
but not a surprise.
No.
I've been in these various tug of wars, and I have nothing. I'm so not. This is part of the problem. Poison is that don't care about the money, and once you take that out of the equation, you're lighter. And you feel better about yourself, your decisions.
Yeah.
And regardless, you might have tough times ahead of you, but you'll build integrity and your word on top of that.
Yeah.
And that's all you have, man. So if there's people, like I explained to you, did it come up? Oh, no, it was on a search. I was poking around on Reddit trying to upload some of the video stuff that I've been posting. And our original Danger Cats podcast had come up.
Yeah.
And seeing a storm coming, I had no idea that you guys would be so public in the sense that when you first got the first articles written about you guys, I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was fun. But then it continued, and the whole narrative of it was a absolute hilarious. And living in Texas showing Texans what you guys were dealing with, they would laugh. They would laugh. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You know,
Wow.
I've watched
I go, Canada, huh? Yeah. Like,
numerous comics down there. Have read them out loud, and I've seen them belly laugh.
yes.
And they're like, fucking, this is what you guys are going through that over. What is going on up there?
But fortunately, it's not the other way. It's you have the American business of entertainment is the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have been in the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So there's a part of this, as I like to get right and wrong on this, the thing is like, don't party in that neighborhood.
No.
You know, but there's a sense of like, I'm Canadian too. And I'm constantly helping Canadians. I've always wanted to elevate us and develop great talent. And it's living proof, you know, guys like Aaron and Jared and half a dozen other guys who couldn't, they were going to quit or implode in some way.
Yeah.
And, or slip into what you're seeing. And I noticed this. There's guys, 10, 15-year comics that it should have done something 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, they should have already had built bridges out of town. Because that's all I can say. I used to encourage this, but now the first thing, and you've seen it, and I usually, anybody who's around who's been, I'm like, why would you do this here? You can go to a lottery and be a millionaire. You've got better on a comedy game show of fame and fortune than you do in a scratch ticket in the country.
Yeah.
You literally could be a divorced secretary with some swagger and some wit and take the game over.
We've seen it time and time
Yeah.
again.
So why wait?
Oh, that means,
Battery died?
yeah.
Okay.
We are switching over to the Patreon, carrying on the conversation over on the Patreon, patreon.com/DangerCat69. We are continuing the conversation there.